When you weave your way along the roads of Vermont, the hills dotted by cows, skies broken by silos, you're driving through the birthplace of the world's best cheddar cheese and still home to one of the most successful dairy cooperatives in the country. The Cabot Creamery Cooperative is still owned by local dairy farming families, and we owe our success to their values. We don't believe at Cabot that our award-winning products come easily. Instead, we believe they come from hard work. Every day. From an attention to detail at every step. From a commitment to the land and people around you.
Big or small, farms are all about family. And then a close second would be that healthy environment for the cow.
Our farmers take very good care of their cows, keep them clean, keep them healthy. A healthier cow puts out a better product.
I'm very fussy about milk, and I have always been adamant about the importance of whatever it is you're making and whatever it is you're trying to sell to make it the very best you can make it. We perceive the people that are going to handle our product once it leaves the farm, I expect they're going to try as hard as we do.
The milk never stops. There's always milk coming in, so there's always work to be done.
You have to take care of that milk to keep it a quality product.
We're here to make sure that their milk gets used right, it's safe. We want to maintain that, we don't want to hurt the farms by causing any damage there.
My lab, I have 8 technicians. It's really important that we don't have any gaps because the products we produce are associated with really high quality.
We're going to start our labor of love by pasteurizing the milk, killing any pathogens that would affect flavor down the line, ripening and creating curds and whey.
At a certain pH and a certain firmness, will what we call cut the curd. It requires a lot of patience, it requires a lot of time. All the cultures don't always work the same. Sometimes they work faster, sometimes they work slower.
Although Cabot uses state-of-the-art processes to produce our high-end dairy products with consistency, our commitment to quality demands that our process is still overseen by our well-trained cheesemakers.
It's the teamwork that's so important to make the award-winning products. It takes asking each employee on the team what they're seeing, watching, thinking, and what their ideas are.
The type of cheese making used here at Cabot is called the stirred curd process. The rounded curds float in a pool of whey as they are pumped onto the finishing tables.
So we'll monitor throughout that cheese make process the pH to make sure that culture is healthy and thriving.
As the whey continues to drain away from the curd, we salt our cheese to achieve our award-winning taste and preserve our cheese through the aging process. This is also when we add other ingredients, like these jalapenos, to create our wide variety of flavorful cheeses.
It's a little bit of an art and a science to make the best possible cheese at the creamery.
Fully flavored, the curds in these towers are pressed down into 40-pound blocks of cheese, but this newly born cheese needs time to mature. The longer we allow cheese to age at our facility, the sharper the flavor becomes. The aging process also ensures that all Cabot cheddars are lactose-free. Most of the lactose is found in the whey that is drained from the cheddar before it goes to be aged. The natural aging process breaks down any additional lactose left behind, meaning all Cabot cheddars are naturally lactose-free. So while a mild cheddar might only have to wait 2 or 3 months, our sharpest cheese won't see the light of day for another 2 to 5 years when they are opened at our cut and wrap facility across from the plant. In addition to our full line of cheese, we also partner with world-renowned cheese producer Jasper Hill Farm to create a special batch of cheddar called Cabot Clothbound.
Cabot Clothbound is not your ordinary cheddar. Cabot Clothbound is characterized by like a sweet, nutty, toasty flavors. It's a generally lower moisture. This cheese really has become the benchmark for cloth-bound cheddar in the American market.
The cheddar is made at the Cabot Creamery, then sent to nearby Greensboro, Vermont, home to the caves at Jasper Hill. The open-air aging of the cheese allows it to grow a natural rind and impart intense and unique flavor notes on the cheese.
Cabot understood that we're all in this cheese thing together, and that what's good for Vermont artisan cheese is great for Cabot. And they've been a huge supporter of farmstead cheesemakers, artisan cheesemakers across the state. Cabot has really been there, fostering and helping our industry to grow up.
Meanwhile, back in the lower plant, our awards don't stop with cheddar cheese. We've also mastered the process of making cultured products like cottage cheese, sour cream, and Greek yogurt.
This is where I control my whole cottage cheese works. After it's cooked, we'll squeeze the whey out of the curd, and then it goes into the ice water, and from here we cool it down. We pour the curd in here, and we have some regular dressing or no-fat dressing that goes in there with it. That's the finished product. From here, it goes down to the packaging room where they package it.
To start our cottage cheese or sour cream, we evenly homogenize the milk to blend in cream or high-protein dairy solids. It's the specially chosen cultures that then create our tangy sour cream or award-winning Greek yogurt flavors. Once the pH is right, the agitators are turned on, stirring and cooling these products. All of our cultured products are then shipped directly off the line and sent to our distribution center for additional cooling on the way to customers. No aging necessary.
Being associated with a strong and well-known brand like Cabot is a source of pride for our employees, who provide the alchemy and the magic to turn that milk into award-winning dairy products.
Our team is always striving to bring more value to the milk our farmers entrust us with. With cheesemaking, 90% of the milk is left behind as all the whey that is drained off. But Cabot has invested heavily in innovative machinery that allows us to reclaim that whey and turn it into useful products.
We blend in the Cabot whey with our own whey, pasteurize it together, and then we separate protein and lactose.
And we're able to capture the water that's in the whey to use to wash all the systems in the plant. So for every load of milk that comes in, it reduces the amount of water we have to pull out of the ground from our wells. It saves energy all around.
They're looking to the future. From farm to the shelf, we're trying to increase efficiency with technology. Us being a small cooperative in New England, we were ahead of some of the big players in the food world.
Above just doing my best, I know when I've succeeded, it's made a difference for our dairy farmers' lives.
And making a difference for farmers has always been a top priority for Cabot. It's in our nature. The town of Cabot itself was settled during the Revolutionary War, and it's believed a soldier who moved to the area persuaded settlers to name the town after his new bride, Sophia Cabot. In the years that followed, dairy farms began to dot the landscape, and in 1919, they banded together to form a cooperative and purchased the town's creamery. Those original farmers came together to form a business and product that they wouldn't have been able to do on their own. That cooperative spirit has been with the co-op ever since. In 2019, Cabot turned 100 years old, celebrating a centennial and a commitment to quality in agriculture.
Coming to work every day, we're mindful of the fact that we're working for farmers. Our mission when we were first founded in 1919 was to provide a home for their milk. That's the same mission we have today.
A century later, Cabot Creamery Cooperative is now made up of 900 family farms spread across northern New York and New England, including nearly 200 in Vermont. In addition to the Cabot Creamery, we also have creameries in Middlebury, Vermont, Chateaugay, New York, and West Springfield, Massachusetts, ensuring that all Cabot farms have a guaranteed home for their milk. As our cooperative has grown over the last 100 years, so has our responsibility to the communities where we live, work, and sell our products. Cabot was the first dairy cooperative in the world to become a certified B Corporation, a third-party certification, affirming that we are using our business as a force for good, committed to rigorous standards of social and environmental performance, accountability, and transparency. Farmers play a crucial role within the rural communities where they work and live, often the first to volunteer on fire departments, school boards, and as youth sports coaches. Cabot's Department of Gratitude mirrors the farmers' examples of community service by thanking those who are making a real difference in their communities. We reward volunteers and the nonprofits they serve through our Reward Volunteers program. The Cabot Gratitude Grill travels the country to serve free meals to volunteers making a difference, the farmers' way of saying thank you. And our Random Acts of Cheddar team visits deserving volunteers and organizations to say thank you, handing out cheese to deserving people. It's all part of our cooperative roots, supporting local communities, and those communities supporting Cabot and its farm family owners.
There's an accomplishment at the end of the day. You've produced a product that people need, and you've had a good time doing it, and your family is making a living, and the employees are making a living. We have 1,100 farm family members, and then there's probably another 900 to 1,000 employees that work for Agromart Cabot. Well, the co-op is important to the members because we have ownership in the cheese that we make, the yogurt that we make. And there's a lot of pride in that. The members are very proud of their raw product that they produce, and it takes those other employees to create the finished product. And we are very appreciative to those employees that are doing a quality job. Thank you to the consumers who are buying it.